The whisper of snow in the small, secluded village of Frostwood, winter arrived with a quiet grace that transformed the landscape into a shimmering wonderland. The snow, a blanket of pure white, covered the rooftops and fields, turning the world into a scene from a fairy tale. The villagers, accustomed to the long winters, embraced the cold season with a mixture of reverence and joy, knowing that the snow brought a unique beauty and stillness to their lives. Among the villagers was a young woman named Elinor. She lived in a cozy cottage at the edge of the village, surrounded by a forest of tall, ancient trees. Elinor was known for her gentle nature and her love for the winter season. She found solace in the quiet of the snow-covered woods, where the only sounds were the soft crunch of her footsteps and the distant call of a lone owl. One crisp morning, as the first light of dawn filtered through the frost-covered trees, Elinor awoke to find the world outside her window blanketed in fresh snow. She dressed warmly, pulling on her thick woolen cloak and fur-lined boots, and ventured out into the stillness. The air was cold and crisp, each breath forming a delicate cloud that quickly dissolved in the frigid air. Elinor made her way to the forest, her favorite place to wander and reflect. The trees stood like silent sentinels, their branches heavy with snow. As she walked, she marveled at the intricate patterns of frost on the leaves and the way the sunlight sparkled on the snow, creating a landscape of glittering diamonds. She came to a small clearing, where a frozen pond lay beneath a canopy of snow-laden branches. The surface of the pond was like a sheet of glass, reflecting the sky and the trees in a perfect mirror. Elinor stood at the edge, captivated by the serene beauty of the scene. As she gazed at the pond, she noticed something unusual, a faint, shimmering light beneath the ice. Curious, she knelt down and peered closer. The light seemed to dance and flicker, like the flame of a candle caught in a gentle breeze. Elinor reached out to touch the ice, her fingers tingling with the cold. Suddenly, the light grew brighter, and a figure appeared beneath the ice. It was a woman, her hair flowing like silver strands, her eyes a deep, glacial blue. She looked up at Elinor, a serene smile on her face. Elinor gasped, her heart pounding with a mix of wonder and fear. "Do not be afraid," the woman said, her voice soft and melodious, like the whisper of the wind through the trees. "I am the spirit of winter. I have watched over this forest for centuries." Elinor's fear melted away, replaced by a sense of awe. "Spirit of winter," she whispered, "why have you revealed yourself to me?" The spirit's smile grew warmer. "You have a kind heart, Elinor. You see the beauty in the winter, where others see only cold and hardship. I have chosen you to be my companion, to help me protect and cherish this land." Elinor felt a surge of emotion. "But how can I help you? I am just a simple villager." The spirit's eyes sparkled. "You have a gift, Elinor. Your love for the winter is a powerful force. Together, we can ensure that the magic of the snow endures, that the beauty of the winter is not forgotten." With those words, the spirit reached out and touched the ice. A wave of warmth spread through Elinor, filling her with a sense of purpose and strength. She felt a connection to the forest, to the snow, and to the spirit of winter herself. Over the following weeks, Elinor and the spirit worked together to protect the forest and the village. Elinor learned to listen to the whispers of the snow, to understand the language of the wind and the trees. She discovered that the snow was alive with magic, each flake a tiny piece of the spirit's power. Elinor used her newfound abilities to help the villagers. She ensured that the paths were clear, that the animals were safe, and that the crops were protected from the harshest of the winter storms. The villagers marveled at her seemingly magical touch, grateful for her efforts and the blessings she brought. One evening, as the snow fell gently from the sky, Elinor stood at the edge of the frozen pond, gazing at the stars reflected in the ice. The spirit of winter appeared beside her, her presence a comforting warmth in the cold night. "You have done well, Elinor," the spirit said, her voice filled with pride. "The forest and the village are thriving because of you." Elinor smiled, her heart full. "It is an honor to serve and protect this land. The winter is a time of beauty and wonder, and I am grateful to be a part of it." The spirit placed a gentle hand on Elinor's shoulder. "Remember, the magic of the winter is not just in the snow and the ice. It is in the hearts of those who cherish its beauty and understand its power. You are the guardian of this magic, Elinor, and it will live on through you. As the spirit of winter faded into the night, Elinor felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. She knew that her bond with the winter would endure, that the magic of the snow would continue to inspire and enchant those who looked beyond the cold to see its true beauty. And so, in the village of Frostwood, the winter was no longer just a season of hardship. It was a time of wonder and magic, a celebration of the beauty and resilience of nature. Elinor, the guardian of the snow, ensured that the spirit of winter lived on, a whispering presence in the hearts of all who cherished its enchantment.